What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the College Bass Connect podcast. This is episode 6, and on this episode, we got Andrew Yazdi from Indiana University. We're going to be asking him a couple questions about how to join the Indiana Bass team, as well as how he kind of got into college bass fishing. So, yeah, thanks for coming on the podcast today, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I like to start them off by kind of just giving you a little bit of time to explain how kind of you got into college bass fishing, as well as how you became the president of Indiana University Bass Team.
Yeah, sure. So I started a fishing team back in my high school. My high school didn't have one. So I started that my sophomore year of high school, and we kind of competed in some local tournaments. Then not a lot of us had boats or anything like that. So we did some club tournaments just at ponds, and then we coordinated with the Department of Conservation to put on a tournament at some conservation lakes around the area. And that was pretty cool. And that kind of piqued my interest in tournament bass fishing. So when I got to IU, I reached out just via Instagram and asked them, what are the details? How can I join the club? And went to the call-out meeting, and the rest is history.
Awesome. Yeah. So you said, are you from Indiana then?
I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, St. Louis, Missouri. Awesome. So
Yep.
How's the high school bass fishing? Was it kind of new when you were starting it up, or is it a pretty big deal there?
No, it was brand new when I was starting it up. So we didn't really have any kind of teams, anything like that before. And it wasn't really your traditional high school team. It was more of a casual thing. We like to get a lot of new members out and stuff like that. So we didn't compete in any of the big tournament trails. We just kind of fished at a more local level with high schools around the area.
Awesome. So when you were in high school, when you decided to pick a college, were you kind of picking for a college that had a fishing team, or were you kind of just going somewhere where you wanted to go to school and then saw that they had a fishing team there, so you just joined?
I didn't really know too much about it until I started looking at colleges, and then I kind of started realizing, oh wow, like college bass fishing is a thing, and all these schools have teams. So then I kind of, my first choice was Indiana. I came to Indiana for the school at first, but then it was definitely criteria. I wanted to come to a school that had a college bass fishing team. That was definitely something I wanted to do to kind of have a break from school and get involved with that aspect.
Awesome. So is Indiana, are y'all actually reaching out to kids, or is it kind of just a club? I guess y'all don't do scholarships, do y'all?
No, we don't. This is sort of like a club sport. Yeah, not school sanctioned.
Awesome. So if a kid was out there in high school right now and they wanted to join the Indiana Bass team, would they just reach out to y'all's Instagram?
Yeah, we have pretty much 3 ways that people can join the club. We have a website, iubassfishing.com. So we got a contact page on there, so you can contact us through that, and that's how a lot of kids find it. Another way is just, like you said, DMing us on Instagram or on any of our social medias, whether that be Facebook or something along those lines, and then we'll add you to our group chat and give you the meeting information, stuff like that. And then actually, surprisingly, we get a lot of kids just via word of mouth. Somebody will meet someone in their classes and says, I'm really into fishing or something like that. And they say, well, come to our next meeting and see what the club's all about. And we get a lot of kids that way too.
Sweet. That's awesome. So are y'all doing all the college tournaments like MLF, Bassmaster? Yeah. Do y'all have y'all's own little Indiana trail or anything?
So we do a couple things. We do all the big ones. We usually send a couple teams to most of the major tournaments. And then we do a lot of club tournaments. IU's got a big rivalry with Purdue. So we do the Minnow Bucket every year, which is kind of a spin off with the IU football game against Purdue every year. So we fish against them in a tournament every year. And then, we also have a Big Ten league. And so a couple of our boats just got back from St. Clair, and we had the Big Ten championship on that about a month ago.
That's awesome. We should start doing something like that down here in Texas. That'd be pretty interesting. We just do the regular deal. So how many members do y'all have this year on the club?
We've got about 30 to 40 members in the club.
Golly.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good amount of people. So are y'all, do y'all do sponsorships and stuff to pay people's ways to the deal, or how are y'all doing that?
Yeah, so we don't get any money from the school. So either it's out of our pocket or from our sponsorships. In the past, we've done a pretty good job of getting monetary donations from our sponsors. So most of the time, these tournaments, anglers are getting compensated for their gas and their lodging and all their expenses for that. That's how we're able to send these kids there, and that's worked out well for us in the past.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. So won't stay on here too much longer, but if you could give one piece of advice to like high school kids that are wanting to join a college fishing team, what would you give them?
Oh, I would say just reach out as early as you can and go to all the meetings and just be as involved as you possibly can. I mean, there's these kids. I know that it speaks volumes to me. I know as a president, it means a lot, and all the other officers really appreciate when kids show up. If we're putting on a club tournament or a meeting or something like that, when kids show that passion and want to be involved with the club, they're definitely the first names on my list when I'm picking a co-angler for an event.
Awesome. Yeah. So, or if there was one thing you wish you knew going into college bass fishing, like that it's expensive or something that you wish you knew when you were in high school, what would you say?
Well, it's expensive. That's for one thing. I mean, yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. I'd probably say, you make some great friendships along the way. I mean, I'm really close with all the guys on the team, and I would make sure to kind of reach out, and if this is going to be your friend group or this, a lot of these guys are really nice guys and good to be with, and they all want the best for each other. So, you know, keep that in mind.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on here. If you could send me all y'all's deals, like y'all's website and stuff on direct message, I'll add everything in under here. But I appreciate you coming on. I don't know how long we were on. I told you it'd be short. I always run out of questions. Is there anything else you want to say about the program or the team?
No, I'd say just don't hesitate to reach out. Whether you're a student at IU or any college, I say don't hesitate to reach out to your team and join. But yeah, nothing else I need to add. Thanks for having me on.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. See you.
Thank you.